Hey viewers, you are watching this video and I am Shudha. The signing of the India-US trade deal will take place only after the new US tariff framework is in place, said Commerce Secretary Rajesh Agarwal on Monday during a trade briefing. Agarwal explained that the pact can be finalized once Washington restores global tariff rates following a recent court ruling that had struck down previous tariffs. Each country negotiates as part of a package where one country may have a comparative advantage over others, he said. India and the US had announced the framework for the first phase of their bilateral trade agreement last month. Under that framework, the US had agreed to lower tariffs on Indian goods to 18%. However, the tariff structure in the US has changed after a Supreme Court ruling against President Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs. Following the ruling, Trump imposed a 10% tariff on all countries for 150 days starting February 24. As a result, the planned meeting between the chief negotiators of India and the US has been postponed. The two sides had been expected to meet last month to finalize the legal text of the agreement. Commerce Secretary Agarwal noted that New Delhi is continuing detailed talks with Washington on the pact. The deal was to be signed in March, but at that time, the Supreme Court judgment on IEEPA, Emergency Economic Power Act, International Emergency Economic Power Act tariffs had not come. Now the tariff under Article 122 related to balance of payment issues for 5 months at around 10%. The deal we finalize, we must take this into account, Agarwal said. Apart from the US, India is currently negotiating 6 free trade agreements with regional countries and groups, aiming to expand trade partnerships. Talks are ongoing with Australia, Sri Lanka, Peru, the Economic Union and Israel. This week, the Trump administration further increased tariff pressure. The Office of the US Trade Representative announced a Section 301 investigation under the Trade Act of 1974, targeting alleged unfair manufacturing practices by India and 15 other major economies. This investigation could lead to new tariffs, import restrictions or suspensions of trade agreement concessions against countries found engaging in unfair trade practices. India's Commerce Secretary emphasized that the government remains committed to securing trade deals that protect India's economic interests while promoting stronger bilateral and multilateral trade relationships. Stay tuned with us for more updates. Do like, comment, share and subscribe the channel.